What's going on, people in YouTube land? Kimchi Chris here, and welcome to the third video this week. That's right, the third video in a series of videos celebrating my 3 years here on YouTube as Kimchi Chris. Wow, 3 years. I've talked about enough in the other videos. We're not going to really concentrate on that, but I figured 3 videos was pretty much, you know, a good idea for the 3-year anniversary, and I figured for the third one, we'd do one that's just more of a regular video. We'd do something Kiss related, and something related to the upcoming tour. So the End of the Road will resume its activities as of the recording of this video about a week from now, February 1st. And Tommy has been quoted as saying there will be some new songs included on this leg of the tour, which is exciting because we all know they didn't really change things up too much show to show on the first run. They basically at one point took out Hide Your Heart, they added in Calling Dr. Love, and they added in Crazy Crazy Nights as well. But overall, it was pretty much a stagnant set, and let's just be fair, whatever they add in and whatever they take away, it's going to be stagnant more than likely for the duration of 2020 here, but nonetheless, it's exciting to think about what they might be adding in, of course. So in this video, let's talk about my picks for 5 songs that they definitely won't play, as well as 5 songs that they seem likely to play on the tour, and that's an important distinction there, because a lot of Kiss fans will always go to the Facebook groups and the message boards and things of that nature and say, you know, why won't they play this obscure song and why won't they play that obscure song? But let's just be fair, it's not going to happen. The new songs they're adding in are going to be pretty much par for the course. They're going to pull from the Alive and Alive 2 type of setting, and they're going to be basically what you would expect if they had another, you know, 5 or 6 songs in the set, and I'm sure they'll take a few songs out. I don't think we're going to get a 2.5-hour show, but I could be completely wrong. We will know soon, though. We only have a week to wait and figure out what's going to happen on this. And I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for this tour. I've got my Iron Maiden shirt ready, just in case Paul sees me in the audience and wants to strike up a nice conversation. I've got 3, count them, 3 credit cards without anything on them, just so I can buy all that amazing merchandise night after night. And I've been binge listening to everything from the David Lee Roth catalog so that I will know every deep cut he's going to play. And with that being said, what a segue that is. Let's start on this list with my 5 fantasy songs that they will not play live, but it would be amazing to see. And first up is a song that every Kiss fan ever has said they should play, and they're never going to play, but it would be really cool to see Mr. Speed in the set. There's not a lot of representation from RockNRoll over in general. It would mesh really well with the rest of the set, and you know, the casuals don't know songs like 100,000 Years and Psycho Circus anyway, so why not throw that in there and give something for the hardcores to get excited about? We know they're not going to do it, but nonetheless, it would fit with the set, it would be cool, and it would make a lot of people really happy. And next up, I'm going to go really deep with a song that I don't know if they've ever played this one live, but I've always wanted to see it live. It would be really cool to have something extra from the non-makeup years and something from Gene from the non-makeup years. I would love to see Secretly Cruel. And we all know if they threw something in from Asylum, in all reality, it would be Tears Are Falling, but this would be a cool one to see them do at least once. I mean, they could do it on the cruise or something. It would work really well in the set. It's a very much forgotten gem. That cover of it came out a number of years back where the guy did all the parts, kind of like Rock and Roll Over style with all the makeup and things, and you know, it's a great song. It's always been a nice little hidden gem on that record, and it would be just a great representation of that time period. And for my next choice of something they will not play, at number 3, we have another non-makeup Kiss song that's a Gene one, and that would be Unholy. Seeing Unholy would be great. They've pulled it out a couple times since the Revenge tour. I know they did it on the Rock the Nation tour at the very least. That's what Gene spit his blood to on that tour, and seeing Unholy would be great. It's a heavy song, it fits with the demon character. It would be something cool to have in there. I know they're not going to take God of Thunder out and replace it with this, but if they did, it would be something unique. The show aspect of Gene spitting blood and flying into the rafters and the cool video screens they had on the End of the Road would not be dampened by Unholy at all, because a lot of the audience may or may not know God of Thunder, but they know that part of the show is really cool. So it would be amazing to see them switch that out. Again, we know they won't. I've said that about 100 times. I'm going to say it about 100 more, but what a cool song that would be to have in the set. And for number 4, I would love to see Love Her All I Can. That's one that, you know, again, would just kind of flow in there really well. It fits with the classic material. It's from the classic era, and I've always been surprised that this wasn't a song they played more. I know everyone has said that about this one. It's kind of one of those hidden Kiss classics, but with that being said, putting it in there would be great. You'd get some dual vocals there from Gene and Paul. You know, it has such a good groove to it. I mean, the groove of that song is just ridiculous. I love the drums, I love the guitar, the bass, the vocals, everything about that song is just perfect, and it would be really great to see them pull it out one last time, since they have pulled it out here and there between acoustic sets, Rock the Nation, things of that nature. And number 5 here is a song that they could do easily, because it is another one that through the years has been brought out periodically, and it's a staple from Alive. It should have been a staple through all the years, and that's Nothing to Lose. I love Nothing to Lose. It's an amazing song. I know Peter's not there, and that kind of dampens it a little bit, but with that being said, it would just be great to have another one of the classic songs in there that, you know, some people in the audience would definitely know that are on the more casual side, since it is on Alive, and of course all the hardcores would know it. And I know some people don't particularly love this song because, you know, it's kind of dumb subject-wise, but come on, we're talking about Kiss. They have a lot of dumb songs about sex, so why not have Nothing to Lose in there? It's a classic, and, you know, more representation of that classic era is, you know, what we're gonna get on this, so why not have Nothing to Lose? Why not throw something in there that's a little bit of a curveball? And with all that nonsense out of our system, let's talk about what they probably will actually add into the set, or at least what stands a better chance to be put into the set. So if history tells us anything, it tells us that the people that spend a lot of money to go on the cruise are generally guinea pigs for some stuff they're about to throw into the regular set. We have seen this year after year, and as a result, they did play some different songs this past cruise that weren't necessarily the deep cuts. They of course did Larger Than Life and It's My Life. Funny enough, those aren't going to be the songs that make it into the new set. And they threw in Strutter, Watching You, Got to Choose, Christine 16, Crazy Crazy Nights, which was on a few of the End of the Road shows, but not all of them, and God Gave Rock and Roll to You. Those songs were thrown in that were not consistent on the entire tour, and those seem like very likely choices. Now, I can definitely see them maybe not adding all of those and maybe varying just a little bit. So I'm going to choose 5 songs that I think are most likely here to make it into the set. And first up, I think Strutter is very likely. I don't know why it wasn't there to start with. I don't know why through the years it's been pulled out of the set so much, because similar to Deuce, I just get excited every time I hear the song. It hasn't been diluted through the years for me, possibly because it hasn't been played a ton, but Deuce hasn't either, and it's been on every tour. And I've always thought of them as partner songs because they have that 1-2 punch on Alive. So I say play Strutter right after Deuce in the set, and I think it'll flow really well, and I think a lot of people will be happy. Plus, if they played it on the cruise, they've already done some tweaking for Paul's vocals, so to speak, so why not throw it into the set? It seems like a very likely choice to me. And another likely choice comes from that same era, from Hotter Than Hell or Alive, depending how you look at it. I think Got to Choose has a pretty good chance of making it in, kind of for the same reasons that Strutter seems like it has a good chance. If they've already done those vocals and tweaked them or recorded them or what have you, there's a decent chance they didn't go through all that work for just 2 shows. So I think Got to Choose is gonna go in there, and honestly, I'd be happy to see it in there. I love Got to Choose. It's another one that has not been diluted through the years because they haven't played it on every tour, and it really brings the house down. So I think Got to Choose would be an amazing choice. And third up, I think Watching You has a decent chance of being in the set because, again, going with that Alive blueprint, it's a song that's missing from the Alive era, and it's one that would work really well. Gene can still play it really well. It has a good groove to it. It would work really well in the set, and I just think overall it would improve things to have it in there a little bit. And number 4 is something they did not do on the cruise that I think stands a pretty good chance of being in there one way or another, because we learned about these songs possibly getting added in from Tommy saying there will be new songs in there, and I would not be surprised at all if they throw in a song for Tommy to sing. I was a little bit surprised they didn't really have one for him the first leg, and we all know it's going to be Shock Me or Out of This World if he does it, and more than likely it's going to be Shock Me. And you know, it's a very polarizing thing when he does that. Some people love it, or at least deal with it. Some people hate it. But at the end of the day, I could see them doing that whether we like it or not. And, you know, it is what it is. Giving Tommy a song to sing is kind of something that flows with the classic Kiss formula of having the guitarist sing a song. So I could definitely see that being a likely choice. And to finish out this list of 5 songs I think they will definitely add in, or stand a better chance to add in, I think God Gave Rock and Roll to You stands a very good chance of being in there. I was honestly surprised it wasn't there the first time. I know it's not quite as iconic as Rock and Roll All Night, but it kind of has that feel, and it's a good, you know, feel-good song that gets the room singing along. And, you know, having a 1-2 punch at the end of God Gave Rock and Roll to You followed by Rock and Roll All Night has always worked really well in the past when they've done it. So the fact that they didn't do it was a little bit surprising, so I could see them remedying that on this leg of the tour for sure. And there you have it. 5 songs that will never ever make it to the set but would be amazing, and 5 songs that seem rather likely if they do indeed add some new music in there. But what do you guys think? What do you want to see them add? What do you think they will add? Let me know in the comments below. And are you excited to check out some of these shows? Do you have tickets to 1? Maybe you have tickets to 5. Let me know that in the comments below as well. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button as well as the little alarm so you actually get the updates. We've been doing this 3 years and I don't show any signs of slowing down now. And hit that thumbs up because it helps the video out so very much. Again, my name is Kimchi Chris, and I will see you guys on the next video.